The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock down and go to the locker room.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Ken Houston. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Well, CD, we are a quarter way through the season already. I'm curious, if you look at each conference, which division race is most intriguing to you right now?
Well, can we start in the NFC?
You do whatever you want.
Because if so, let's go to the North. Because we thought it would be a tough division coming into the season because I feel like you could make a case for everyone but Detroit when the season began. Now we're looking at Minnesota. They seem a little uncertain at 2-2. Chicago just lost their quarterback, Mitchell Trubisky, for an indefinite amount of time, but that defense is playing awfully well. And Green Bay has Aaron Rodgers. So I think that division now is brutal, and then you've got to throw in Detroit. It's not the same old Lions. Matthew Stafford, he plays with heart, played hurt, and I think that they're improving as time goes on.
How about the AFC?
Well, I think the AFC South. Everyone's 2-2. We thought it would be a tough division. We thought it would be intriguing. And Gardner Minshew's mustache really adds a little extra intrigue to the whole thing. And we saw Marcus Mariota get off the deck and play well last week, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Steve Young. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Kenny Houston, the Hall of Famer, in on the tackle there. A little more room here on 2nd and 6 from the 6. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Lawrence Taylor able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out of there. Here's Hill on the return. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
Let's go. 60 outlaw.
Here's a give now to Sayers. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Hey, echo.
From the shotgun, it's Young. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
On second down, this is Jackson. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? Young working out of the gun. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Third and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
Now Jason Elam for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Elam able to put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Partner, earlier we were talking about the undefeated teams in the league. Let's switch that and look at the teams at the bottom, like Miami, Washington, Denver, etc. Who is there hope for that is off to a really rough start?
And if we're talking about hope, are we talking about this season or are we talking about the future?
Well, let's do in the future.
Okay, in the future, well, Miami's accumulating draft picks at an incredible rate, but they'll have to hit on all of them and make great decisions in free agency. If so, then they definitely have hope for the future. If you're Washington, well, you drafted Dwayne Haskins this past year. Can you build around a rookie quarterback, a young guy, and make this thing work? If you're Denver, you've got to get some things figured out because normally their defense carries them. Arizona, well, of course, Kyler Murray's there in a new system. Will it take root? Will it take hold? Atlanta is the biggest surprise to me in the early going at 1-3. I don't think any of us saw this coming, but they can still climb back into the race if they can get on a little bit of a run.
So Atlanta would be a team, if we're talking this season, you think still might have some hope?
I still believe that in the NFC South, a tough division, but because of familiarity breeding contempt, they won't be as concerned about playing those teams. They know them, they're familiar, and they have Matty Ice, Matt Ryan at quarterback. They can get hot in a hurry.
They'll run here with Bo, and this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run with Jackson out of the gun, and he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He'll dump this to Bo. It's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run with a big man, Bo Jackson. And the Chiefs' D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it third down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. This is caught, and touchdown! Randy Moss, 34 yards. And his guys are going to retake the lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Randy Moss, 72 yards. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. Important extra point up and through. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 33 yards that time. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run now with Bo Jackson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. On 1st down, Jackson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Rodgers to throw. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Fournette running out of the gun. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Elliott puts this one through. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. That throw by Young incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no...
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive.
Hey, Haywood! Watch Mike. Here we go. Back two. Ready?
Operating from the gun, Young. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Rip right. Hey, Alpha. Fire.
From the gun, Young. Quick hitter here, it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions, even when you're taking some hits. Sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard
Down. 10 logo. 59. Hey, high 7. Go.
1st down, Young. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Go.
On 2nd down now. It's Jackson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. Now Young. From the gun, he'll throw. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct, because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Holt. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20.